So, hi guys, it's me again, Nontsegere Lungumalo, proudly South African based in Finland. And my sweetie pines, yeah, the flower that you see on the side, it was there because I was still gonna use it. So, I only cleaned the space that I needed. So, Tandazami, remember that we did the Turkish dumplings. Yes, honey. There was a half of the flour if you did watch that video. If you didn't, please do watch the video. So there was half of that flour that was left, meaning that the ingredient or the recipe of this flour is the same as that one. It's just that I used half and I saved half. However, if you only want to use this, and by the way, the flour was not dirty, it just had these, when there's small other flowers, the small dough that would stick. Yes, that's why you see me kind of like taking those out. So I was saying that if you want only this size of the dough, just make the dough half, which I'm gonna try again to write on the description below the recipe for this dough, or the ingredients for this dough. I think I should say that. Yes. So if you want half, or you want just this size for these dumplings, then you can just do this half. So what I did was, because I didn't want to do again more of those Turkish dumplings. I just thought, you know what, I'm just gonna make the style of these dumplings that I'm gonna make right now. So let me tell you a little bit about these dumplings. These dumplings are made more in Europe, countries like Russia. Okay, Russia is not under Europe, but Russia, Czech Republic, Poland. Yeah, you also find them in Asian countries, very, very much. So it's the dumplings in J. I think they are kind of like everyone's taste. Most of the countries, they use them as their cuisine. Especially, for an example, the last country I was in, it was in Poland, and in Poland, this is one of their cuisine. Actually, even if you Google Polish food, it's just comes out a like the top list, these dumplings. So what do you do, Gazini, is that you have to kind of like a wrap or roll. You can use a bogle. Oh, I love a bogle. A bogle works very well. Any bogle that you have, just clean it and start using it. But also you can use this roller pen or whatever you call this. Oh my god, English, why are you running away? Okay, again, we say the roller. I'm gonna just use the roller for now. It's up to you. Just don't fix my English, nah. I don't care you have a PhD in English. You just need to understand. Anyway, at least I'm talking about something that you are looking at, that you can see. If you feel like your dough is sticking, which in this time, because the dough have been sitting for a while, but it was covered, it was not wet, it will be a little bit like rested, so, and a little bit softer than it was before. So all you need to do, just make sure you put the flour on your surface, and it's very, very easy to work with. Sometimes, guys, I need to be quiet. Let me be quiet for a while. Okay, I don't think I was made to be quiet. This thing, guys, it mustn't be too thin, like a paper. Maybe we can just say it could be like an envelope instead of a paper. It shouldn't be like a book, or maybe a book cover, I will say, but not a paper. Because if it's like a paper, it's gonna be puchugaring, it's gonna come out, and you don't want that to be happening. That it just comes out. You can also see it, you touch it while you are rolling, and you feel it, and you feel good. You know what? Now I shouldn't be rolling anymore, because they will be dangerous. Whoa, dangerous. They will be dangerous. Okay, me dangerous. Okay, I'm not good with singing, so I shouldn't be singing. Yeah. And then I was guys, I was using this. I forgot what you call this. You can also use, for an example, a glass. If you have a bigger glass, or you just want them to be a size of a glass, you can just use a glass or a cup to cut this. But I would also say that the cup is not too sharp. Maybe the glass is a little bit better if you have a big glass. For an example, you can use a wine glass. Wine glass will work very well, because a wine glass have a bigger mouth. That's why when people are drunk, they talk too much, because even the glass itself, it had a little bit of To my one livers, because I'm joking. You guys don't talk too much after the wine. Maybe you just talk too much less. Too much less. So we'll say this. And guys, don't waste this flour. The flour that I'm holding right now, or that you'll be holding. Do not waste that flour. You can still roll that flour. Just put it together, and you can still roll it, and then you can use it. Just add just a little bit more of that flour, but don't throw it away. So now I had my round, beautiful roundies. You can also, if you just feel lazy, or you just don't want to go through this process, you can buy this flour. It's already made. It's for dumplings, but it's frozen. Just go and buy it as frozen as it is, and then you just leave it outside for a little bit. That's a nice thing about flour. After leaving it outside, then you can kaboom, and you can be using it the very same way that I have been using mine. I wanted to show you guys the power of the leftovers of this flour that you can still use. And yeah, I did think if I should put away what was left, or just do it and roll it again, which I ended up just rolling everything and putting it together back. Um, I, I don't know why did I show this part, because I thought this part wasn't existing of me rolling, because you can't be watching me rolling because I have roll. I have rolled and rolled and rolled and then rolled. Futhi nje, let me keep quiet. That's why I put it. It was on the action, long action. I mean, what is this speed action? Fast forward. That's why I keep quiet now. Hey, now you are watching one in the same thing, because you have been watching this already. I have rolled and I have cut. Now it's just you watching again and again and again. This is why some people would fast forward something, because I mean, why why do we have these parts? Because we already had these parts. And guys, since I'm also doing a voiceover for this, I'm just not gonna I'm not gonna do the I mean, what I wanted to say. I'm not gonna cut this, but anyway, that was very fast and I was done. So there they look. They look so amazing. They look so beautiful. And when you are thinking about resting the flour, you don't need to rest the flour, because while you are putting the meat on it, the flour will be resting before you even cook it. But these ones, guys, I was gonna freeze them. I was just going to put them in the freezer and then use them another time, which when I use them another time, I will be live. And also, I want to tell you, if you are thinking, no, but I didn't see you making the mixture of that meatballs, I mean, of this meat. In that video where we were in the dumplings, I did show you guys what I used for this meat. So please, my darling, go look. It's written Turkish dumplings plus a story, because that recipe had a story. So if you did watch that recipe, it would help you to follow this one. And also because there was some you see there's some meats left, and I did go to make another recipe with the meat that was left. So yeah, that dumpling video, and it's not even that too long, because there is a story in it, so you will enjoy it. So now you are closing, and yeah, the closing was a little bit difficult, but not so difficult, because there isn't any magical way that you can do to make these dumplings. I mean, it's just one and the same way of doing it. Just one and the same way. If I look fast, because guys, some people will come and say, no, it's that video you were speaking like this, or that video was a little bit too fast. Tanazami, if you think I was too fast when I was doing this, it's because I did put the video on fast slow motion. Fast slow motion. Oh, fast speed, something like that along the lines, but I made the video fast. Ish, bagit. I don't know, maybe it's because I'm hungry, because English just keeps not loving me right now all the time. But the fast slow is the one that I was trying to say. That it was the fasted video. Something like that. I was removing the flour because the flour was just a little bit too much underneath. And when you are cooking these dumplings, because we're gonna fry them, when you fry them and there's too much flour underneath, it burns quicker than if there wasn't any flour. So that's why you do wanna brush off the flour that is underneath. But at the same time, it doesn't stuck in your hands while you are closing it if there is some flour, and it doesn't stuck on the table, get stuck on the table if there is some flour. That's what I was trying to run away from. I don't know why the magic didn't happen. You know, when people will show you two, they have done only two, and then after that, after a 1 second, everything is done. I don't know why that magic didn't happen with me, but I mean, we're not on TikTok. We are on YouTube. We have to show you everything. Not like on TikTok, they don't even show you when the recipes have failed. I mean, it's other people who are reviewing other people of the things that we really failed, but in our eyes, they didn't fail. I mean, so I guess that it's maybe I need to take just a 30 second of not talking. Starting. My God. Okay, starting from now, I'm not gonna talk for 30 seconds so that I can finish these dumplings. Okay. Na 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 na. Okay, now okay, it's finished. I did this magic of TikTok and everyone. Now it was done. If you don't feel like the dumplings were closed like proper, you can just take a fork. There's nothing wrong with it. Even if it doesn't look the same as how it looked before, but you can just take a fork. And I'm sure you'd be more creative and you do the good job than me when I was doing it with the fork because it kind of like looked, I don't know, the shape was too sharp or too straight, but all I'm saying is the fork can be very handy when you are doing this. So don't frustrate yourself. You can just take a fork and close them. So since I was going to put mine in deep freezer and I wanted to do this with you guys so that you can know how to put the dumplings in the freezer, you don't just put them together and then just put them in the deep freezer. You won't be able to use them if you do like that. You have to separate them, put them in a plate, or it's something that you can. Sorry, guys, I had to mourn. I'm so hungry, guys. I'm hungry. That is just my hunger reminding me how hungry I am. So, yeah, you just put them in a plate and organize them. And whenever you are also throwing them in the fridge, make sure that they won't be sticking to each other. So you have to put the plate in the fridge like you are putting it on the table. It must be, straightforward thing. The nice thing with this is that when I made these dumplings, I already had the other dumplings cooked. So I didn't need this one at this time, but I still had flour and everything. It's a very good recipe for another time, for the next time. So yeah, and they were not fitting nicely in the plates. They were touching each other, which is something that I didn't want. So I had to reorganize them. And I don't know why today I didn't play some music for us, because I mean, sometimes I play music and we have some very good music in the video in the background, but today I just kept on talking and talking and talking and speaking and speaking. But speaking of music, let me get us some music, even though we are done. I think I love this. This is so YouTube. So there we go. They look so good. So guys, I was trying to make sure that they are not touching each other. That's why I was like really fixing them. And I don't know, somehow, maybe it's because I'm recording or anything, I just love this space that I'm using now for the cooking recipes. I mean, they're giving me life. They're giving me some vibe, very good vibes. So very clearance of the video. Oh, why am I numbering myself? Who told me this, that I should be doing this? And guys, don't forget, we got aprons if you want an apron from Cooking with Nonsi. And now I am remembering to write our what is this baguette website under the video. So after this, when they are like this, you can just put them straight in the fridge.